Yo, what is up everybody? Prime Dice here again with another video, and in this video we're going to be going over on Perkunas. Okay, this is going to be straight to the point. I really hope that you guys have been enjoying my build videos and everything. I know they have been long and whatever, but I promise you, I mean, that's what I said last time, but I promise you this one is going to be straight and simple. You know, the build is pretty simple to explain. We are going to be discussing two versions of this build: the World Boss Offensive on Perkunas set, and build, and the defensive GVG on Perkunas build. Okay, again, if you have been enjoying this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, you know, so that way you don't miss out on more videos of this when it comes to bit heroes. And obviously it will mean a lot to me, and if you like the video, make sure to smash that like button. Okay, so again, Perkunas is a really simple build. It's easy to actually make. For this one, sadly, you will need Star Weave. If you don't have Star Weave at the moment or whatever, then just get the 4 pieces and whatever, but you will need to drop Clover and whatever. This build, you can actually get it in tier 15 World Boss. Okay, this one is from tier 15, and if I'm not mistaken, the World Boss that you're going to be able to get it from is going to be from Titans. Okay, tier 15. In the past, this build used to be so damn OP until they nerfed it. Okay, like this was the go-to build whenever you get to tier 15, and this shit was goated. Okay, so hey, but sadly those days are over. Let's go over the build so you guys know, or let's go over what the set does first, so that way you guys know what to expect from this, and then we're going to go over the runes and why it works and why it is so efficient. Okay, when you read this Perkunas, if you have the 2-4, if you have 2 pieces on, you have 5% redirect. If you have 3 pieces on, 20% block if you have the highest health on your team. And where the build shines is with the 4-4, that you have the 30% barrier plus a 30% chance to heal and cleanse self for whatever percentage whenever you get hit. Okay, obviously the 3 pieces are going to be main hand, offhand, head, and the last piece is going to be over here in the neck. Okay, that's why you will need Star Weave. Again, you can rock it without Clover. If you don't have Clover and all that stuff, etc., you know, just rock the 4 piece and whatever. It still should be viable, you know, but obviously Clover is going to help with those proc chance when it comes to barrier and all that stuff, etc. Okay, so pretty soon you're going to be seeing the picture on top of the build when it comes to Perkunas. So obviously you will want to have the full set of Perkunas. You will want to have Soul of Ascarium with Combust on it. Okay, this build is going to be the offensive World Boss Perkunas build. As you can see in the stats, you know what the stats are going to be. Obviously you're going to be rocking Favid. For your pet, you're going to be rocking Sword Dick, Cold or Dropo whenever you get hit, and obviously you will have Drakis as your mount. So when it comes to the runes, on the relic rune, you're going to be having Dagala on, and Dagala, what it does is you have a 7.5 chance when you get hit to heal yourself equal to 10% of your current health. Okay, Othel, that this is going to be your artifact rune. At full health, you're going to have 10% in power, and obviously on your core rune, well below 25% health, heals received are 125% more effective. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but if you actually look at the builds, most of these runes that you're going to be getting, you're going to be using them in future builds and everything, you know. So I know it sucks getting runes at some time, whatever, but just think at it in a way that whenever you get these runes, you're going to be needing them in all these different builds and whatever, etc., you know. So why does it work whenever you're low health? Because obviously you don't have a defensive pet, but whenever you're on low health, for example, below 25% health, the heals that you receive are going to be 125% more effective, right? So you got this working in your favor, then you got your relic rune, the Dagala, also working in your favor, and then obviously you got the 4 piece when it comes to the Perkunas that will also heal you. Okay, and obviously that 30%, so that 30% barrier that you will have on top will also help to stop the attacks and all that stuff, etc. Okay, as well, when you look at the enchants, you will have 6 2.5 barrier enchants on it, so that is 15% barrier additional to 30%, so you will have a total 45% barrier when it comes to this setup for offensive world boss on Perkunas. I have not tested this build. I have all the pieces, I don't have them maxed out or whatever, etc., so I don't know how effective this build is going to be, you know, but this is a build that people use in world boss, especially if you're paired with some other people and all that stuff, etc. Whenever I do get it, I will showcase it so you guys can see the power of this build and everything, okay? And when it comes to the GVG defensive, you will have everything the same except for your body and your pet, okay? For your pet, you want to either get Dwatting, Sarli, or Crew, and for your body, you will want the doctor suit that I believe I have it here, if I'm not mistaken. If I didn't delete it, yeah, I have it here. Yes, your heal power is going to be a little bit less, but it really doesn't matter. But you will have 25% additional barrier. So with this, you will have the 30% from the 4/4 of Perkunas. You have 25%, that's 55, plus 15% from on the other side, that's 70%. So you will have 70% barrier. I've seen a lot of people use this build and GVG, and this build actually is nasty, okay? Unless like you have really bad RNG like me and that barrier doesn't proc, guess what, it's like you're screwed, okay? It's like, okay, everybody's dead with that, and especially nowadays with everybody that's rocking sword and all that stuff, etc., you know. So again, it is pretty simple. It is the same build, almost the same build from the previous one, you know. Again, I told you that this was going to be a short video, you know. I mean, there's not too much to even talk about when it comes to Perkunas. A lot of people know what Perkuna is, you know. So my advice, if you're in tier 15, if you're grinding and you're higher level and you get the Perkuna set, just make sure not to melt it. Just lock it in the smithy, so that way you don't melt it by accident, and just begin to build towards it little by little, okay? Remember, I mean, just watch my other videos where you can get Clover, Starweave, and sort of a scary. I have already gone through that. I'm not going to bore you to death when it comes to where to get those ancients, you know. But again, just test out different things. If you don't have Clover, see what actually works, you know. Still, it's still a really good set. It will still work out for you. You can find different options. For example, if you don't have sort of a scarium and you have, I mean, this one is a tier 21 body, you know, but depending on what tier you are, you can actually hit me up and see, and I can actually give you an advice of what body piece for you to actually get, or neck piece, or ring, etc. So because it will all depend on in what tier you are, right? Again, all these builds are supposed to be for endgame players, not players that are just going through the tiers and everything, you know. So hopefully you guys understand the reason why I don't give too much recommendations of other builds or other sets and all that stuff, etc., you know, just because of that, you know. But again, you can hit me up either in Zombies Discord and my Discord or whatever. Whenever you see me in World Chat 1 or whatever, you can just hit me up, and I will be more than happy to actually help you and find different alternatives depending on what tier you are and everything, okay? Again, I really hope that you actually like this video. Told you it was quick, straight to the point, and hey everybody, I appreciate the love and the support that you've been giving me. And with that being said, I will see you all in the next video. Peace out, everybody.